On this channel, we've discussed the many ways that you can truly say that you've mastered a video game. Whether it be completing every piece of content the game has to offer, or learning to complete it in 10 minutes to blow the minds of your friends. Today, we're going to take a look at a very unique challenge, and possibly my most difficult one yet. One that has been done before in other titles, but to my knowledge, has never been done for the 3D GTA trilogy. This challenge will involve me completing GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas without taking a single point of damage. The truly perfect playthrough. No mission fails, no deaths, no arrests, and absolutely zero damage taken from start to finish. This is the second video in this little series. GTA 3 has already been done, so if you haven't seen that video, I'd recommend watching that first and then coming back here. Link is in the description. The GTA 3 video was done a year ago. Holy shit, I've been slacking. I'm so sorry. In that case, let's not waste any more time and get straight to a quick rundown of the rules. In this video, I will be completing GTA Vice City without taking any damage, dying, getting arrested, or failing any missions. This will be done in one sitting, streamed live to prove the run is untampered with. While this video will be shortened for the sake of time, the full uncut video of each run will be available on my VoDs channel, Eben Archive, once it has been completed. If you want to see the full thing to see exactly what was done and when, feel free to subscribe to that channel so you get notified whenever a new video goes up. You will also be able to see my practice or testing sessions there as well. Only the main missions to progress the story are required. Optional missions are not. I may complete an all missions version of this someday, but this is already going to be difficult enough. As always, no mods or cheats of any kind will be used, besides the OCO mod, obviously. Major glitches and exploits will only be used if absolutely necessary or funny. The OCO mod will permanently set my HP to 1, and make armor disappear immediately if I ever receive it, meaning any damage will kill me at any time, and I will have to restart the entire game from the beginning. This will be played on PC, on the Steam version. The version here doesn't really matter, but just in case it ever becomes a factor, it's documented here. There is a tracker on the bottom left corner tracking my deaths, so you can see how many times I've failed. If you enjoyed this video by the end, I'd love if you would subscribe, as I do these silly challenges quite often. I'd also like to thank all my channel members for supporting the channel and going the extra mile to make this kind of thing possible. If you'd like to join and get early access to all of my videos, plus a load of other benefits, you can do so by clicking the join button below. Thank you. Okay, with all that boring shit out the way, let's get started. Vice City has a lot more freedom of choice when it comes to beating the game when compared to GTA 3. GTA 3 is basically fully linear, but Vice City has a system built in that means that you can pick and choose almost entirely which missions you want to do in order to progress in the second half of the game. It also has more options for vehicles and weapons and stuff like that. The usual strategy for damageless runs is to take cars whenever possible, as they are extremely safe to take around when compared to motorbikes. Motorbikes, however, are much faster, and while this isn't necessarily a speedrun, it is important to weigh the risk and reward ratio, as the longer I take to complete this run, the more chance I have of taking damage. The start of Vice City is fairly chill when you're not being smacked around by angry drivers. Your first real taste of combat comes from Leo, but if you're fast enough you can mow him down in the cutscene before he even has a chance to attack you. Ordered missions can have conflicts entirely avoided like this, such as Riot, where you need to start a fight with a bunch of workers to open these gates and destroy the trucks within. However, if you just bring a powerful enough gun with you, you can shoot the trucks through the fence and destroy them with zero fighting. Some missions just require a bit of prep work beforehand, such as Treacherous Swine, where you need to take out Gonzalez. He has bodyguards, but we can grab a nearby assault rifle with a bit of safe parkour and use it to kill his guards from range before taking him out as well. There is one mission that causes serious issues in the early game though, and that's Mall Shootout. Mall Shootout tasks you with heading to a mall and meeting with Pierre Laponce. I've had a few people ask me over the years why he's called that, and all I'll say is that ponce in Northern England slang is a not too offensive term for a homosexual. So that means his name is literally Pierre the Gay. Nice one, Rockstar. Anyway, the French government jumps the deal, and this is where our problems begin. You spawn in and immediately get shot from all angles, as there are numerous agents that attack you within a second of you gaining control. This isn't usually an issue, but it becomes very problematic when it's basically a 50-50 chance of taking damage and ending the run right here. Fortunately, this is the only mission that has this sort of coin flip. Sadly, we will see many more in San Andreas once we get there. As we discussed in the GTA 3 video, sometimes your biggest threat is something as simple as fall damage. Some missions, such as the chase, require you to drop from a building or ledge of some kind in order to progress. This is obviously impossible for us, as we'll take damage, so we'll need to find another way. In the chase, you can simply head back down the stairs the way you came and go around the building instead. There is an issue though. You risk soft-locking here if executed incorrectly, as the thug you're chasing is waiting for you to cross a trigger on the roof, where he then shoots some explosive barrels to try and block your path. Fortunately, this is an old-ass game, so the script doesn't care who shoots the barrels, just that somebody does it. We shoot the barrels for him, and he keeps moving across the rooftops without us. We can also skip the entire chase section here really easily and therefore avoid any potential to take damage. Usually this guy gets a ride from his boy in a BF injection and shoots off, forcing you to chase him on a moped and get shot as you try and keep up. However, if you head round the building like we did and steal the car from his boy, we can do some AI manipulation to get him in the car with us and simply drive him to his destination. Again, the mission scripting here is really basic. All the mission end trigger is looking for is us and our target to be in a certain location. It doesn't care how we get there. Phnom Penh also takes a little bit of preparation. Not for the shooting section with Lance, but more so the final fight where you need to head through this building and grab the briefcase on top of the roof. The building itself is filled with enemies, and the main issue is that some of them aren't easy to shoot without walking into the building's entrance, which is a massive choke point where you can take a lot of damage. The better move is to head straight to the roof. After beating the chase with our strategy, we are still inside the BF injection from the mission. This car has the heavy property attached to it, which allows us to drive it straight into the ocean and get teleported to the second island early. This then allows us to grab a helicopter way earlier than intended, park it on Prawn Island, and then have it available to fly straight to the roof once Lance drops us off. You might think that Death Row would be the next biggest obstacle, as this mission is super tough casually and has a ton of fighting. In my practice sessions, I usually always test the speedrun route first to see how often I take damage. And to my surprise, I had absolutely zero issues with this mission. Just take a helicopter, skip all the first spawns, kill the few guards near Lance, and leave before the rest of the goons can catch up to you. Simple as that. Rub out is the next obstacle to tackle, because as we saw with Phnom Penh, any fights inside cramped spaces such as buildings are no bueno. Fortunately for this mission, we can once again take advantage of the mission script. Tommy, Lance, Diaz. Kill Diaz. Don't get yourself or Lance killed, that's pretty much it. There's a whole section where you fight through Diaz's backyard, a cutscene of him finding you and a big showdown inside of his mansion. None of this matters. He is already spawned in ahead of time. Use this wall to clip inside the mansion, his AI isn't active because you never triggered it, kill him, leave, do not elaborate. Shakedown is a massive problem for one single reason. You get a scaling wanted level while completing your objective, and there are tons of cops that spawn randomly and shoot you. The randomness is the issue, as they can spawn anywhere at any time, so you cannot really prepare for them. The important knowledge here is that these spawns only trigger if you are on foot. So what if we are inside a vehicle instead, such as a PCJ? What the fuck?
I run this town now.
No, it is! Look, did you see that? I don't know if you saw it, but the second I got off the bike, they all spawned in. It's the PCJ. If you go in on a bike, the cops just don't spawn.
This means that you can avoid the cops entirely as long as you stay on the bike. After Shakedown is where the game really starts to open up. If you're not familiar with Vice City's endgame structure, here's a quick rundown. After Shakedown, you gain the ability to buy and complete missions for assets around the map. In order to unlock the final missions of the game, you must complete 7 or more assets. The Vassetti Estate and the Printworks are mandatory, but the other 5 can be whatever you like. Once again here, the safest assets are also the ones that you happen to do in a speedrun. These are the Boatyard, Cherry Popper's Ice Cream Factory, Pole Position Club, Kaufman Cabs, and Sunshine Autos. Cherry Popper's, Pole Position, and Sunshine Autos have zero risk, as they are free of any conflict or potential to take damage. Boatyard also has zero combat, but for me it is still the riskiest one of them all. The reason for this is that you have to jump across some ramps in your boat in order to collect the packages that you need. You're on a time limit here, so you can't really mess around trying to perfect each jump. And even if you do, the physics of this game are so inconsistent. You can hit the ramp and flip, you can get stuck on the pier nearby, you can hit the ramp like a brick wall. The ways to fail this mission are almost endless with these ramps. For this reason, we'll be rushing straight to the boatyard as soon as we complete Shakedown to get it out of the way ASAP. Moving on to the City Estate now and the infamous mission, Copland. A helicopter trivializes a lot of this mission, as you can fly over everything. The only risky part is exiting the mall and getting to the helicopter after planting the bomb, as the cops that spawn outside are entirely random.
Oh god! Those were some horrific spawns, but the fucking M4 cop saved me. Did you see how quickly he killed that guy? I think I was legit dead if the M4 cop didn't shoot him.
Onto the Printworks next, and we immediately face a challenge with spilling the beans. This mission requires you to get some information from a guy chilling on a big cruiser ship in Viceport. The problem with this mission is that there are a ton of guys that are defending the ship, and some of them infinitely respawn, meaning you can't really move slowly and take them out one at a time without risking getting shot in the back by a fresh spawn. Fortunately, not every single enemy respawns, and the 3 guarding the top of the ship where your target is waiting are not infinite. This means that with a bit of careful flying, we can fly a helicopter all the way to the top of the ship, take out the 3 guards, get the information we need, and fly out before the guards below get to us. Next up is Hit the Courier. This mission is a death sentence if you rush in and try to kill everyone, as the courier is surrounded by heavily armed guards. These ladies have a destination they need to reach though, and will set off towards it on a timer regardless of what you do. This means by far the best strategy is to simply do nothing. Wait for them to leave the guarded compound and then ambush them later on. The only thing you need to keep in mind here is that you absolutely should not blow up the car the courier is in. If you blow the courier up inside the car, the plates you need will be destroyed and the mission will fail. Instead, damage their car slowly until they get out and then kill them. Kaufman Cabs is fairly chill. There's just a few things to keep in mind when going through the missions. During VIP, damage the rival taxi just enough that the VIP exits, and then use your car to block the rival taxi from running him over as he moves towards your car. Friendly rivalry is safe as long as you stay in your vehicle and just drive by the rival taxis. Capmageddon is free as long as you are quick. Simply drive to the edge of the map during the ambush, hop over the small wall, and wait out the timer. This spawns the boss, and you can just grenade him through the gate next to where he spawns with 0 risk. Now we have all of our 7 assets, it's time to do the final 2 missions of the game. Cap the Collector is very simple. Just stay inside of a car so any potential bullets will hit that instead of you as you kill each set of collectors. Keep your friends close will not be nearly as simple though. This mission is a claustrophobic room defense with infinitely spawning enemies from every direction. Not usually a problem, but it's very easy to catch a stray bullet here and kill the run all the way at the end. I tested this mission a lot, and here's my strategy. When you gain control, immediately sprint upstairs to the roof of the mansion. You should hopefully have enough money to where you can let the Mafia steal from your safe without any risk of failing the mission. Blow up the limos outside as these spawn a lot of enemies throughout the mission. Fly over to the nearby Banshee in a neighbor's house and wait 2 minutes. The way this mission works is that 60 seconds from mission start, Lance will spawn. 120 seconds from mission start, Sonny will spawn as long as Lance is dead. This 2-minute wait means that as soon as you drive into the mansion, you will spawn Lance, as 60 seconds have already passed. And as soon as you kill Lance, you will spawn Sonny right away, as that time has passed as well. I ran over Lance with minimal issue, and then it was down to Sonny.
Okay. Do I get blown up?
You took 15 years from me, Sonny.
And will
now
Sonny
I'm gonna
dive
make you
is
pay.
also the other
You still
question.
Don't get it, do you? I own you, Tommy. Those 15 years were mine to spend.
Please, God.
Get him, boys. He never listened to thing.
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Let's fucking go, dude. They tried to set me on fire, but I'm too fucking smart for them. Let's go. First try, GTA 3 and VC.
Oh my
First
God,
try.
Tommy, what happened? I have a disagreement.
Oh, that feels
I sent
so
him an
good,
angry
dude.
letter. Maybe
I actually used a close replay here in a panic, but it wasn't necessary. If you set a car on fire, it explodes 5 seconds later. There is only around 3 seconds between my car setting on fire here and the final cutscene starting. Whereas the cutscene would just put out the fire anyway, and the run would end regardless without any fear of my car exploding. I just wanted to be super safe. And just like that, both GTA 3 and Vice City have been conquered. No deaths, no arrests, no mission fails, no damage taken, both on the first try. I never expected both of these to go so well, but I'm sure my first try streak will not remain for long, as next time we will be tackling the absolute behemoth that is GTA San Andreas. Thanks for watching.